Good morning, everybody. This is Judith A. Cole. You're listening to Mad Love. Let's get into it. So, Mike T stepped down yesterday. Huge. It was time, though. And I'm not psychic or anything, but everybody saw it. If you watched that game, it was just time for a fresh start. They seem completely incapable of building an offense. So they need to hire somebody who's more offense oriented, who, just understands how to score points. Because having this amazing defense, that was great. And that's been the hallmark for every Steeler team, but at some point in the last 10 to 15 years, things have really changed. And without Roethlisberger covering up some of their inability to build offenses effectively, they've struggled. They just don't know how to pick somebody on that side of the ball. I don't know if Tomlin has a lot of impact or influence on who he picks to be his coaches. I don't know. But his offensive coordinator, I didn't find him innovative or interesting at all. And I don't think they utilize talent well. You have DK Metcalf out there, but then you don't throw him the ball. And someone was suggesting that was Aaron Rodgers being mad at him for dropping balls. But, come on. This was a patchwork group. They were trying to do something and make a little magic. And this isn't the NBA, so it didn't work. And I'm sure Rodgers is going to retire. He's not going to stick around for a rebuild. And no coach is going to come in and be like, yeah, I want to start my career off as a Steeler head coach with a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. So they tried it twice. They tried it with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. They tried it with Aaron Rodgers. They just don't know how to do it. So they need to find somebody probably somebody from the McVay coaching tree. And I don't like Sean McVay because he's with the Rams, and I don't like anything about the Rams, especially the way they treated us. But, one thing is impressive. People who work for Sean McVay go on and get head coaching jobs and do well. And I got to be honest, somebody brought it up a few years ago, and they just said, well, who's in Mike Tomlin's coaching tree? And you got to be honest, there's not a lot of names there. I don't know. I can't think of any. There's nobody who was on his coaching tree, on his staff, that went on to become like this great head coach. Not that I can recall, which is weird after 19 years. So, I love Mike T. I can't wait to watch him on TV. If he gets on TV, that's going to be hilarious. Being a commentator on games would be fantastic. Instead of Madden football, we could get Tomlin football. Because I'm sure he's going to be hilarious at that. But I also could see him taking, a unique job that no one sees on the radar. So, in my mind, that could be the Raiders' job. Although, the Raiders need culture. I see Harbaugh being a Raider coach and demanding all the control, and I see Mark Davis giving it to him. And that would be good. I think Harbaugh would be better as a Raider coach than Tomlin, but because they already have offensive problems, there's no way. So you got to get rid of Geno Smith and start over. I would, if they have draft capital, I would use it and get a quarterback there. Maybe even get somebody like Malik Willis. Somebody that has shown us that they can ball. They know how to play. So, I don't know. For some reason, I like Harbaugh in Oakland. Not Oakland, sorry. I'm so old. I like Harbaugh as the Raider coach in Vegas. Because you got Tom Brady there. And I got a feeling that Tom Brady will make it more stable for professional people to come in and do their work. Because it's clear that Mark Davis, I think is his name, is not very good at this. But Tom Brady wouldn't buy into something where he didn't have any control. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I've been up for hours. I can't believe I just yawned. So anyway, if you like intrigue, this is going to be one of the most intriguing off seasons ever. And there's talk about Matt LaFleur in Green Bay because they haven't seemed to ink their deal yet. And people are like, if you like him, what's taking so long? And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Mike T would be great in Atlanta. Okay, I don't know why. It's just a feeling. I think he would do a great job there. I think he would bring the culture and the attitude and the professionalism. And it's a great owner. And they just seem to keep missing the mark. They haven't had a lot of stability since Matt Ryan retired. But right now, you've got Kirk Cousins finished the season strong for them. He just did. And I'm not sure Raheem Morris should have been fired, but he got fired. That's the nature of the beast. He will probably get another coordinator position somewhere. I'm guessing Minnesota will be open because Brian Flores will get another head coaching shot. He'll probably have to take one that nobody wants, like Arizona. But I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting. And I think my team in Atlanta, a lot of that just sounds good. And they will love him, because he's real football. You know what I mean? And they haven't been a tough team probably since Jerry Glanville. Yeah, I've been watching a long time. Dirty Birds, remember? They've made 2 Super Bowls that I can recall. And they got housed both times. The Dirty Birds and then when Devontae Freeman missed that block. They were leading in the Super Bowl against Brady. And I'm telling you, once Devontae Freeman got blown up on that block and they started getting to the quarterback, the game was never the same. Horrible. Complete collapse. I think someone like Mike Tomlin could take some of that mental part and make those like Bijan. I think it's Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix, or Kirk Cousins. I could see Tomlin coming in and being super diplomatic. Allow Penix to just keep, growing. I think they would start Kirk, next season and see if he can take them all the way. And, their defense just needs to be shored up a little bit, but they played really well at the end. I watched a couple of Atlanta games and, I think they got the makings of a really good squad. And somebody like Tomlin could come in and really clean it up. And no one's talking about the Atlanta job, but it's not a bad gig. It's not. So we'll see. It'll be an interesting offseason, like I said. It's a beautiful day. I hope that you are well wherever you are. I hope that you're feeling good and focusing on the positive. It's so easy to focus on the negative. It's so much negative. And I think if you really get still and use your discernment, a lot of this stuff that we're being fed and being told about, it's really just to distract us from the big thing, which is those Epstein files. And they keep hoping we'll forget. But really what the Epstein files represent is this massive obsession with children. Excuse me. And doing wildly inappropriate, illegal, and immoral things with children. You've got all of these people who seem to be confused about their sexuality. All these people who've been blackmailed. It's strange to me that you can put people on trial, for conspiracy, and they have no co-conspirators, and you never see the evidence again. So they obviously just wanted Epstein's blackmail operation, and someone took it over. Don't sleep. And someone took over Puffy's. Don't sleep. They're doing this. They are blackmailing people. This country, this modern world really runs on blackmail. When you see something and it looks inexplicable and you just are like scratching your head like, how can this be? It's probably because of blackmail. And it's like, what? Now with AI, it's going to be even scarier because you can make the blackmail up. But for the last 70 years, it's mostly just been, we'll put you in a room with some cameras when you think no one's watching you, and we're going to gather all this blackmail on you. And I'm not sure what these people are into, but they love power and they love control and they don't want to relinquish it. You know, you got Mitch McConnell's old ass is still walking around. Chuck Grassley's old. Nancy Pelosi's old. Chuck Schumer's old. Listen, I'm telling you, I lived with an octogenarian. And yes, she had dementia and Alzheimer's. And some of them won't have those diseases. But their brain is still 80. And it's compromised. You know, I don't understand what we're doing. We've just been subjected to so much greed. So much just greed. That's all it really is. I don't even know what else to call it. And it's the glitch in the matrix. It's a glitch in the human design. It's the thing that keeps everybody obsessed because, yes, there was a time in human history where you hoarded things because you didn't know if you were going to get it again. You hoarded food because you didn't know when food was coming again. You know, it might not walk by today. I might not eat today. So I'm going to hoard the food that I have. And so, yes, our brains are hardwired to hoard. You know, there was never anything in our nervous system that expected if you wanted a bag of hot French fries that you could go drive at 2 o'clock in the morning and get them. French fries used to be a delicacy. It was a specialty. On Friday, or Sunday, you know, your grandma or great grandma, depending on how old you are, or the grandmother that's too far down the line for you to even know, but they would either go to the store and buy the potatoes, or they'd harvest the potatoes. They'd wash, clean, and skin the potatoes. They'd get the lard, they'd get the oil together and fry and salt potatoes, which takes time and effort. And so it was a treat. And now, you know, people wonder why everybody's so overweight. Well, because what was a treat is now something you can get every day of the week if you want. And they're not using, you know, the best oils for you. They're not using the best ingredients for you. Everything could be biologically engineered. They don't care about your health. And so your body is eating all this shit that's inflaming it. You know, it's such a clear line between food and health. And I was really disappointed. I was watching something on TikTok and people were just going off on Diary of a CEO. And they started calling people that I have followed and used their advice quacks. And I'm like, so I listened to the video where this lady was alleging that the podcast Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett was giving out misinformation. And they called Dr. Mark Hyman a quack. And I was like, I have healed myself and several family members with Dr. Hyman's advice. That is not quack medicine. That's what medicine should be. So I'm like, is this a psyop? Are people out here trying to make you think that you should just follow traditional medicine? That's the only way to get healthy? And if they are, those people have never been sick. Because when you're really sick, and I mean sick when the doctors are looking at you like, I don't know what your future holds. When they're looking at you like that, if you've never been sick like that, you know, and you go to the doctor and ask them what to do and they give you this little trite advice. I actually exited the hospital really, really ill. They talked a ton of shit about how I wasn't ever going to get well. But they didn't put me on any dietary restriction. I drank a cup of coffee in the hospital every day. I ate a hamburger in the hospital every day because that was the only thing that I liked on the menu. You know, they didn't really give you a lot of advice. You know, quack medicine. If Dr. Hyman is a quack, then I'm a quack too. because I follow him. And traditional medicine, you will see as soon as your parents or your aunt or your sibling or your spouse or you get sick and you go to the doctor and you're looking for all these great nuggets of wisdom, if you haven't picked a great doctor, don't expect anything. They're not going to say anything. They're going to give you some prescriptions and wish you good luck. That is to manage your health. That's all modern medicine is managing your health. And if this is quack science to you, then you already know. Then you need to get off my channel and never come back. Because you have to heal yourself. Modern medicine will only hand you pills. They will not attempt to heal you. And that is the fact. And you're going to be out here alone and pissed off with whoever's trying to help you with your journey with your loved one. So save yourself some time and stop thinking real good health advice is quack medicine, because that's not true. I don't know what other people are out here doing and telling you. I'm not sure how Stephen Bartlett has drawn the ire of so many people. Everybody that I watch that he has on the show is pretty legit. I actually watched them on other venues. Now, is there a topic that he's covered that I don't know anything about and the person is considered a quack in that field? Maybe, but it's not Dr. Hyman. Food is medicine, and they have done a lot of stuff to our food. And if you're out here rallying against it and they call you a quack, that's just because somebody's paying someone to say differently. You know, and the lady was using the news report as evidence that she was right. And it's like, if you believe the news, you're a lunatic. The news is bought and sold. They probably have been paid for by some lobby that's losing money because Dr. Hyman is like telling people not to eat all this garbage bullshit food out here. I don't know what's going on in the world, but you have to use your discernment. I recommend everything Dr. Mark Hyman does. I follow his advice out of congestive heart failure. And now a relative has it, so I went and really looked up what it's supposed to be. I don't have any of that. I never even looked it up. I got out of the hospital. I was like, well, the heart is a muscle. This doctor here says food is medicine. And I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change the way I eat. And even when I can't afford it, I go to Whole Foods. Well, obviously I can afford it because I've been going there since 2012. And I have a list of regular foods that I eat. I'm eating a lot less than I used to. But man, dude, get high quality food. And there's some bullshit in Whole Foods. You got to read the labels. But it gives me a running start because there's less bullshit there than it is other places. You know, you got to really, really pay attention. And it's infuriating that they called him a quack, because he is far from that. He will help you get your life back. He will help you walk when you can't walk. He will help you get your blood pressure down. He will help you get your blood sugar down. And the only people who think that's quackery are the people who make a lot of money when you're sick. That's just straight up manipulation. And it makes me infuriated. They don't want you to know that when your blood sugar's high, that's probably why you have brain fog and you can't remember anything. They don't want you to know that, hey, yeah, I looked at your numbers and you don't have diabetes. You're quote unquote borderline, but you are insulin resistant. That's where the moles come from. That's where the dark patches of skin come from. Because your body, you eat too many times a day and your body is producing insulin and your cells are resisting it. So your blood sugar stays high. Come on, quackery. What's quackery is that money is out here brainwashing American citizens. If you have enough money, you can go out and brainwash American citizens against their own best interests. That is deeply, deeply fucked up.